If we look to the resource management options configuration, today it has a lot of resources, including styles and scripts. All are hard-coded. And I think the big problem here with the SRI, a lot of times we find bugs for that. I opened a PR, I think 2 years ago. Let me check here. There is a source generator. Instead of hard code all the styles and resources, I just create a simple JSON file, including the references for all the scripts and the styles. And if we go to the resource management option configuration, it's just like a simple method. And this is happen during the build. When we build the project, it will get all the data, script and style, and added them into the source. And now, if I build the project, okay, all up to date. We're just waiting. What will happen if I go to that .peak or any selector, go to the resources, ResourceManifestGenerator? You will notice there will be a new class created, include all the styles and script that are come from the JSON. And to prove that, we might add a new resource like crowbar.js. What I need to do only is just like this. Has an entry in the JSON file, build a project, go again here, should be refreshed, go to the resources, resource generator, and it will be there. And the important thing here, which is our main problem, when we add a CDN, just we leave the CDN integrity empty, and the generator will take care about it. So building again. And now the CDN integrity should be filled in. Just a second. Takes a while. Okay. Now if I go again for the sources, ResourceManifestGenerator, you will notice the CRI are populated automatically. This is about the resource manifest source generator. And also I remember here in the BR, I think Zoltan mentioned that the Lombik guys did something similar for Node.js packages, if I'm not wrong.
That's right.
Okay, any questions?
I could just have just 2 remarks.
Go ahead.
You also created well, it's rather an integration test to check these these hashes. Now you can remove them, I suppose.
Yep.
Or we don't take this feature and we keep the thing that checks the integrity.
Yep. Quick.
My concern is the definition of the resources is 10 times more complicated from a developer's perspective, because you see the code which is generated, you need to understand how it is generated, and whatever you would change to add a new resource or to update a resource is the same amount of work as if you updated the C# code directly that we have today. The only advantage I see here is that you don't have to paste the CDN integrity value, which I'm not even sure is a good thing, because it means that every time you build the code, you might get a new version of the CDN integrity if the CDN was not integrate. While if it had been compromised, we would generate a new value with the compromised value, maybe. So I'm just saying, I'd rather see the current version that we have, which does nothing. Your code is awesome. That's great to be able to do source generators and everything. It's beautiful. I'm not sure it's the best thing for managing the resource definitions.
But I think the current implementation is hard to manage.
Today, if you run the build with nothing, the build will tell you, oh, this is the value you should have in the code. I know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think then because if the CDN integrity is built every time the source code changes, what's the point of CDN integrity value if this can vary at every build? Meaning it's generated automatically, fine, but that's dangerous, because if tomorrow the code actually changes, we won't even catch it. It will just be regenerated. So let's remove set CDN integrity totally and get it generated by the view, or I mean, it's useless, I think, in this case. And it's a lot of work just to generate that CDN integrity, like a source generator that is more complex to do. I appreciate the value of the quality of the code. I'm not sure about the added value of the source generated here.
Okay. Also, perhaps Zoltan, he can tell us a little bit about what they did and how the resource generator helped them.
Yeah, sure. It's not actually done yet because it turned out to be harder than initially anticipated, of course.
Yeah.
One of the things with them, actually, before I answer your question, one of the issues there is that if you use Visual Studio, there can be issues when you initially open a solution with source generator.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I think my colleague solved it. I don't know how, but it's in the code, so you can look it up. But that's one challenge. If you're interested, just please ping me and I will link to the specifics. What we use that, by the way, for is for the version properties in the resource definition, resource manifest. So instead of having, so when you update a library coming from npm and that's loaded in a package.json, then we also have to update the version in the resource config. Yeah, so the source generator is solely for that. We don't use it for hash generation, just to update the version reference.
Cool, thank you. Okay, good.